Wonderful people, viewers and subscribers, welcome back on this platform, BVI Channel 1, where truth is the gospel we preach. And I must tell you that the Good Governance Ministry is a movement inspired to bring about the freedom of our people, politically, economically, socially, and even spiritually. That's why we have been engaged in public sensitization, in political consciousness, and also organizing the people to stand up and speak out to defend their rights. No one man can do it alone. A couple of years back, I went to Aba and I made this documentary.
Decay of a city. Going through this place is a hell. From glory to glory. The failure of a government. The people have woken up.
I jump, I got a little. Motor, okay, send I know Bonyanga. I don't his English, I saw his English. I don't make it, I will look on near. Masses that they are not happy. No road in Aba. And if you look at this road now, they planted maize, they have harvested it.
I'm not happy when him there because government in Naira Account. I want to know road because
ordering the government, we are not dealing with them.
Because Obia don't know Manoza. Obia don't know Manoza.
But we the government.
Now we the government.
Despite making this documentary a couple of years ago, today the story have only gotten worse. And this, my brother from this media, had always been consistent in analyzing it, even much better than I could. Watch.
Infuse your life with action. Rather fail with honor than succeed by fraud. No roads to Abia. On the 12th day of November 2021, the Aba branch of the Nigerian Bar Association proposed to address a press conference and subsequently embark on a street protest on the 23rd of November 2021 to draw the attention of the world to the deplorable state of roads in Aba. Commendable wake up, I must say. GCK. At least, this has vindicated my position that to call the state of road in Aba and Abia State in general as deplorable is a disservice to the word deplorable itself, as the roads can't be described as roads. Roads like the 4-kilometer road, Fox Road, the 9-kilometer Port Harcourt Road, that were constructed by the current administration of Dr. Okezekwe-Azu with almost 6 billion and 5 billion naira respectively, has collapsed even before completion. Asa and Azikiwe Road, St. Michael's Road, Hospital Road are shut down despite the funds and resources expended on them. How about Ungwa Road, Obohia Road, and Ohanku Road all have been abandoned as NUMAP has suspended the World Bank project therein due to allegation of mismanagement. Ekakbara Road to Werenta, Nenu Road to Akwa Ibom, close to Erondo Jr. and aides of the governor's house in the village, is unpassable. If I mention Bende to Ohafia to Arochukwu, I will be invoking the spirit of the dead. How about Uturu Road that kidnappers have turned to a den because of its bad state? Ubakala, Odumuahia, Oruruka Road from the governor's house to Amakama Junction is terrible. Olokoro Road to Omudike, the Michael Okpara University in Umuahia, is an eyesore, very deplorable. Still down on that road through Ikwano to Ikotekpene, that's Dr. Mondo Bani's village, it's not motorable. The roads in Ugunabo, Ukwa East and West are no-go area, as people from these areas can no longer access their villages using vehicles. Why is the Osisioma Bridge, what they call Osisioma Center Table, still remains incompleted several months after several promises by the governor to complete the same? The Osisioma to Port Harcourt axis of the dual carriage road, though a federal road, could pass as the worst highway in the country, as commuters dread plying that route. Anyway, why road go dey the state when state government spent 1.4 billion in the year 2020 to purchase vehicles for government house and MDAs, and another 1.3 billion to buy second Helios vehicles after the Prado for the State House of Assembly members during lockdown. Members that allegedly earn the highest allowances in the entire Southeast, even though the total expenditure of the state in terms of capital expenditure between January and September 2021 is 8.4%, which is the lowest in the whole of Southeast. What sector can one really mention in Abia State that is not deplorable? Is it health? Is it education, where the students are even rioting over non-payment of their teacher salary? Public infrastructure? Even information, the state-owned information centers. It's either the workers are planning to go on strike, or they are threatening to go, or they are on strike already. A state that UBA, in their social responsibility, spent 39 million naira to sponsor the automation of a civil servant salary payment system in 2016, only to spend 48 million naira to conduct this verification of the same civil servants in 2020, and they ended up owing the said civil servants and pensioners between 20 to 30 months salary arrears. Yet, almost empty the state treasury to send entourage to Lagos to celebrate an undeserving award to the State Assembly Speaker, Honorable Chinedu Oji Ikuku, as is fondly called, as the Public Servants of the Year award. I sometimes wonder if these people know the meaning of honorable or honor at all. Anyway, maybe this is how he wants to come. I will therefore advocate that until members of the intelligentsia community in Abia State, people like UKAK, GMD of First Bank, Sonny Roche, former ED Finance, TCN, Johnson Chukwu, MD Carry Assets, Aroma Ote, Emeka Onwuka, former MD of Diamond Bank, UD Kalu, former GM of Equity Bank, Dr. Okonjo-Iweala, that's the husband of our own very Ugozi Okonjo-Iweala, and so many others, too numerous to mention, except they come together to rescue the states, the way Anambra had decided to rescue their own state now. Abia State will continue to have the misfortune of being ruled by the worst amongst the best. A state that produced the likes of Sir Michael Okpara, first Premier of Eastern Region, General JTU Aguiyi-Ironsi, but have consistently have the misfortune of parading worst governors in the history of Nigeria since 1999, actually need rescue. Idiabians should shine their eye against anybody who's just coming but without concrete plans at governance, but to continue stealing from the already instituted stealing that they started. Abia is bigger than a father and son. If you get it, you get it. Otherwise, forget about it.
That is it. Now you now see why GGM is most important thing happening in our homeland today. And I want to use this opportunity to call on Abia State people, especially residents in Aba, to come forward and be part of good governance ministry. I know you have a government that may not be sensitive, but if the people are organized, the government must succumb to the pressure from the people. Because it is not the government that established the people, it is the people that made the government. And now the people hold the power. But the problem with the people is that they are not organized. They are too weak pursuing their individual benefits. They are busy pursuing their individual interest. And that is why the public interest, the communal interest that is eating deep and making their life miserable are not being taken care of. I'm using this opportunity to admonish residents of Aba. Call this number, record it, bring it on this platform. And I want to remind the commissioner that called me the other time, I will still also inbox you, that what we discussed after I made the documentary a few years ago, you promised that those places are going to be fixed or are being fixed. Up to today, Aba people are suffering. The civil servants are suffering. We want to put an end to this. And the political awareness our people are getting, it will no longer be business as usual in the next coming election. Because we are coming to all these states to deliver our people from wicked, irresponsible political class that had made their lives miserable. The same thing is applicable to Imo State, Enugu, and Ebony. We begin from Igbo land. We must insist that the right people, the best of us, mans our public trust. If you are watching this video from wherever you are, whether you are in Igbo land, whether you are in Nigeria or outside, you can be GGM ambassador. Mobilize people. We are now in the modern world. Mobilize people from wherever you are. Let them know about what we are doing and let them be part of it. Let them organize themselves and we start resisting bad governance. That is where our freedom will start. I'm signing out. I've delivered the message. It is now left for you to share it. Subscribe, like, and share. Drop your comment. Let's have your opinion on this. Stay safe.